Hello again. Well, this is week 3 for me. I'm still enjoying the yoga. I've got another challenge pose for you today, and people have been saying they quite enjoy the challenge poses each day, so different ones each day this week. So start by sitting cross-legged. I'm going to turn sideways onto you so you can see exactly what I'm going to be doing. And before we start, I forgot, you probably need a couple of books maybe later on. I think that's about it. Yeah, so sitting cross-legged. So sit comfortably cross-legged, get the buttock flesh out of the way. And then you're going to interlace your fingers. And you're going to stretch your arms away from you, shoulder height, round your spine, like we do in cat-cow. So tucking your chin down towards your chest, hollowing the abdomen, stretching forward with the arms. And an inhale, raise the arms up. So inner upper arms in line with your ears, stretch up. Exhale, round and stretch the arms forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Really stretch up, stretch the side ribs. Exhale, round the spine, stretch away with the arms. Inhale, raises the arms up. Exhale, stretch forward, really stretch forward, and then release the hands. We're going to be doing an awful lot of work on your shoulders and arms today. Just be sensible. If you've got any issues, do what you can, but yoga should be fun. So even if they're challenge poses, you can't do them or you struggle, that is what it is. Just make them fun. So what you're going to do first of all is to hold on to your toes if you can, or just get yourself into all fours, ready for cat-cow. So we're loosening up. Spread your fingers, straighten the arms, knees under the hips. Exhaling, tuck your chin to your chest, around your spine. And as you do this and you do the inhale to look forward, make sure you've gone to your maximum in each section. So exhale, round the spine, really tuck the tailbone under, go to the maximum stretch across your back. Inhale, looking forward, taking that tailbone as high to the sky as you can. Keep going. Exhale, round. So don't just do it, make sure you've gone to your maximum. Inhale, looking forward. Stretch that tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, stretch across the shoulders. Last one. Inhale, look forward, and then come to neutral. Turn the toes under. First dog, so keep your knees soft and keep them bent. Press into your hands. Press into those hands. I really want to work the arms and the hands and the shoulders today. And I think that's going to be my theme all week. I know that my arms and hands and arms and shoulders get weaker as I'm getting older, so we need to work harder at them. So really, in this pose, dog pose, you've got your knees bent, rotate the outer upper arm, so you're getting that spread across the upper back again. Really push into your hands. And then we're going to straighten the right leg, push the heel into the floor, and then bend the right leg, press the left heel into the floor. Keep going. Left leg and right leg, so trying to get those heels down towards the floor. They might not make it yet. But making sure the arms are working strongly. You got the stretch across the shoulders. And then come to rest, so the knees are still soft at this moment. And then really push into your hands. The more you can work your hands and arms, the more you're likely to get those heels to the floor. So think of pushing into the hands, really lengthening the arms, stretching from the armpit, chest, right up to the hips, and then see if you can push your heels down towards the floor. And then bend your knees and push the heels to the floor. Bend the knees, push the heels to the floor. Last one. Bend the knees, push the heels to the floor. What have I got for you now? You're going to move from there to high plank. So step your feet back slightly. Makes it a bit easier for you. And then you're going to look forward, and then you're going to drop the hips down, come down to that nice plank pose. So you've got now your wrists directly over your shoulders. So you're looking down between your thumbs. Now, activate your legs. Lift up the thighs, push back into the heels, and breathe. Oh, my arms are shaking this morning. 4, 5. And then you're going to bend your knees, put them on the floor, and then you're going to sit back on your heels, or right, you're not going to sit back on your heels. What you're going to do is you're going to place your forearms on the floor, spread your fingers. So now it's the elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Step your feet back, step your legs back. So you're going to do like a low plank. So no bottoms in the air. Think of a nice straight line. So in order to do that, push your heels away from you. Abdomen lifts. And breathe. And if you want to play with this, you can raise one leg up into the air, and then the other leg up into the air. Keep going. And then drop your knees down, and then push yourself back into child's pose with your arms stretched forward. So sitting back on your heels. Use your hands to push into the floor, to push your buttocks onto your heels. And then relax your head down. And breathe. And child's pose, reverse the arms. So you're rotating the shoulders in a different direction. So take your arms back, palms up by the side of your body. Rest your forehead down on the floor. If you need to, you've got your books nearby. You can rest your forehead on your books. And then try letting go. Let the shoulders really relax out. Let the arms be soft. And looking forward as you inhale, press the knees together to help you to sit up. So now you're going to do Garudasana. I think if I sit this way, I think it depends on what time I'm working in the morning, whether I'm in shadow or not. So you're going to do Garudasana, but sitting back on your heels this time. If it's grossly uncomfortable for you, don't do it. You can sit cross-legged, or you can take a block and you can place it between your feet to lift you up. But this does stretch the back, so it stretches the tops of your feet, stretches the knees. You can let your knees go. So Garudasana's eagle pose. You bring your arms up so that the upper arms are in line with your shoulders. Then you're going to take your right elbow across your left, bring the backs of the hands together, and then you slip that left hand in front of the right so that your thumbs are pointing towards you. You've not twisted your hand. So think of turning the thumb screws, bringing those thumbs looking at you. Now you can start to feel the stretch across the shoulders, and then take the arms up and draw them down. Take the hands away from you. Keep feeling the stretches. Bring the arms back. Now what I want you to do now is I really want you to draw the elbows down and draw your shoulders down at the same time. And then breathe. And on the exhale, release your hands and arms. You can stretch them out, move them if you need to, and then bring them back up again. So this time we need to do it the opposite side. So feel the differences, just be aware of them. Left elbow over the top of the right, bring the backs of the hands together, and then slip that right hand just in front of the left. So hands are stretching up. And then, same as we did before, raise the arms up, and then draw them down. Take the hands away from you, feel the stretches, bring the arms back, and then really draw the elbows down and draw your shoulders down and breathe. And on the exhale, release your arms and hands. It's that taking the time to take 5 breaths once you get into a pose allows you time to explore it. Otherwise, our mind just goes in. I want to get out the pose as quickly as possible. That's why if we hold our breath, we can't hold the pose any longer than we can hold our breath. So once you're into any pose, just try and take a conscious breath, and if you can, take 5 of them. What have I got for you now? Oh, you're going to, from there, we'll stretch those legs out. Poor old knees. So then, coming to kneeling again, spread your fingers, turn your toes under, lift your hips up to dog pose, and then walk your legs forward. See how far forward you can get them with straight legs towards your hands till you're balanced, and then you can then hold on to the inner upper arms. You can keep your knees bent if you need to. Relax your head down. If you want to make this a working Uttanasana, you can then take your hands to the floor and then take that tailbone up towards the sky. Keep your head and neck relaxed down. Stretch the legs out and bend the knees. You might be on fingertips. You might have your books in front of you. You want to start to stretch out those hamstrings. It's a gentle straightening out, and then bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And if you're finding this terribly easy, take your hands round behind your legs. So you're trying to get your forearms around the backs of your legs to be on your calf muscles. So you're holding on the backs of your ankles. Inhale, looks forward. Exhale, fold and bring your head in towards your legs. And breathe. Go on, straightening the legs. And then looking forward, release the pose. And then you're going to tuck your chin to your chest. Let your arms go loose. Soften the knees and come up one vertebra at a time. So your next pose is wide stride. So nice wide stride in order to keep your heels in line. See if you can find, if you've got a mat, you work to the back edge of your mat. If you haven't got a mat, just take a good look, see, make sure the heels are in line, so your hips are in line, and then turn your toes in slightly. So remember not to take too wide a stride, it is a back stretch, but we want to work the arms today. So first of all, establish your legs. So then you've got to take the thighs back, push them back. So then you feel the weight in the outer edges of your feet, the arches lift. And then interlace your hands behind your back, and then stretch your arms towards each other. You're trying to join the whole of the palms, join your wrists, really feel the shoulders working. And then you're going to inhale, keep the legs strong. Exhale as you come forward with a flat back. Keep looking forward, look forward, look forward. Your legs will tell you when you can't go any further. Just keep working. Keep going, keep looking forward, don't look down. And then raise the arms over the head. So at this point I need to open up the palms in order to get the arms up and over my head. So what I want to do now is press the thumbs against each other and then See if you can rotate the shoulders even more. Bring them over the top. And breathe. Keep straightening the elbows. And keeping the arms as high up as you can. Start to lift your head. So you're starting to come forward. Inhale. As you lift your head, keep the abdomen drawn up. Keep going until you're all the way up. Keep the legs working. Release the hands. You might want to shrug your shoulders here. My next move for you is sumo wrestler. Turn the feet out now. Bring the hands into a position of prayer. So you're going to go down. As you go down, what I'd like you to think about is what's happening to your knees today. So as you go down, start to bend the knees. Think of the inner knees going towards the little toe side of your foot. And at the same time, your tailbone's coming straight down and tucking under. So we're not having knees tracking in. You want those knees to go out. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down. Think of the knees. So you still want to keep those arches of the feet. If you track your knees in, you'll feel the arches drop. So the feet are a good indicator of what's happening. Inhale brings you up. Exhale going down. And then breathe once you're there. See if you can draw the lower abdomen back, see if you can hollow out below the navel. Inhale brings you back up. And then bring the feet, wiggle them in, so they're hip distance apart. Stretch your arms out in front of you. So now you're going to go down to the floor. I'm going to turn sideways on there, otherwise I won't have my mat. So you're going to squat to the floor. So then start to bend the knees. Coming down, you need to come up onto your tiptoes. Take your hands to the floor in front of your feet and squat. So get your chest to be upright. And then you take your right hand behind you, take your left hand behind you, lower yourself to the floor and shoot your legs out in front of you. You're going to bend your right knee and bring the foot as close to your body as you can. So from here, if it's not going that close, what you can also do is take your hands behind you, lift up and shuffle forward towards it. That helps to tighten that knee bend. And then the next move is you keep your left hand on the floor, raise your right arm up into the air. You're going to take the arm in front of the knee, so it's inside, and see if you can hold on to your foot. It might well be you can only hold on to your calf muscle. Just see where you've come to. What I'm trying to do is get this shoulder to come in front of the knee. So we want to stretch forward as far as we can. So you might just be at this stage at the moment where you're just hanging on there. If you can hold on to your foot, turn your hand away from the foot, so the palm's facing away from the foot, then take it right round the back, bend the elbow so it's round the back of the leg, and then the left hand comes round and see if you can catch. There we are, we're caught. And then sitting up. And release the arms, move the shoulders if you need to, stretch your right leg down onto the floor. Then you're going to bend up the left leg as close to you as possible. Again, if you want to, you can lift up and shuffle forward. And then keeping the right arm on the floor, stretch forward with the left arm. See if you can grab the toes, leg, wherever you're at. And then if you can touch your toes, you can probably turn the palm away from your feet, so it's away from you. Bend the elbow, take the arm round the leg and see if you can catch. And then breathe. And release. Stretch the left leg out in front of you. So this time you're going to bend up the right leg, but don't take it too close. You're going to take it back the distance of your knee. You might want to come up on tiptoe. You're going to take the right arm and you're going to thread it underneath the leg. See if you can take it round the back, like you did just now. Wriggle, wriggle, on there. And then see if you can grab hold of the hand with the left hand. And then from there, sit yourself up. So this again might be as far as you want to go. And then see if you can, you straighten the leg up into the air. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Okay? And put the foot back on the floor, release your arms. Stretch that leg out. So we try on the other side. So foot comes about the hair of your knee. Start to bend forward. Thread your left arm underneath the leg, through. See if you can catch. So this is my easier side. You'll find out which is your easier side. And then you sit back up on your sitting bones. And then this leg, you see if you can straighten it and bend it. Straighten it and bend it. Straighten and bend. Put the foot on the floor. And stretch the leg away from you. Final one you're going to do is you're going to bend your right leg up. You're going to thread your arm underneath, so you're holding the foot. You've got hold of the foot, so the right arm's underneath the shin, holding the foot. And in this one, what we do is we then, it's called the archer. Normally we sort of catch the foot at the same time, but all I want to do is I want to work on the legs bit of it. So holding onto the foot, you lift the foot as high as you can. Draw that knee back. See if you can put your foot on your forehead. And release. Bit of fun. And then do the other side. So thread your left arm underneath, holding on to the foot. So again, it's drawing that knee back. Draw it back. So your shoulder is coming in front of the knee. And then taking the foot as high up as you can. And then you can bring the foot towards your forehead and release. Whew. So the pose I'm going to challenge you with today is called Kurmasana, Tortoise. So I'm hoping that with all this preparation work, you're going to not find it easy, but you'll maybe make some steps towards completing the pose. I've suggested the books because books will make it a lot easier for you if you lift your hips off the floor. Let me quickly, let's do it with the books. So if you all like to take some books, a couple of books, sit on the books. I think my books are a bit slippery. Right. So in this pose, Kurmasana, we're going to be like a tortoise. We're going to withdraw into our shell. So feet flat on the floor, knees bent. So the first move is to start to, you need your feet just about, maybe slightly widen your hip distance apart, because you're going to start to lean forward. Lean forward, so round your shoulders in between your legs. And then once you're at that point, see if you can thread your arms round the feet, so they're on the outer edges of your feet now, and keep wriggling down. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. And then start to bring your feet towards each other. You can hold up, it's like a sort of a Baddha Konasana foot if you can. And then relax your head down. Breathe. And then inhale, lift the head up. So this might be for many of you as far as you want to try this pose. And then if you want to move it any further on, then you separate your feet once more. The arms come out shoulder height straight, so they're underneath your legs. So if you've got your arms out to the side, if you can't get your arms out to the side, you could consider a higher lift maybe next time. And then from there, you're going to, a bit like we did just now, you push your legs away from you, see if you can straighten up your legs and bring your head down towards the floor. Kurmasana. And breathe. Inhale, looks forward, wriggle the feet back. Can't seem to wriggle my feet back. That's better. Wriggle your feet back. Carefully bring the arms back underneath you. Oh. And start to sit up. We're all on blocks or books, so shuffle yourself off the books. And then you can come forward onto your abdomen. So that's pretty much a curved back, shoulders, everything. So we need to open up again. So laying down on your abdomen, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers spread forwards, relax your legs, relax your feet. Be in Sphinx pose, feel your lower back. You might want to rock your hips from side to side depending on how your back feels. And just be there and breathe. And as the back settles and gets comfortable, you might want to press with your hands, straighten your arms. And then lowering all the way to the floor. How are we doing for time? I think we're okay. So you can roll over onto your backs. You're going to do a shoulder stand. So decide how you're going to do the shoulder stand, whether you're going to have your legs up the wall, 2 blocks underneath your hips. I'm comfortably near a wall today, so I'll show you something that you can do with a shoulder stand if you are near a wall and you're still working at it. And that is, let's do it this way now for you. So you position yourself with your head towards the wall. And if you take your fingertips over your head, you should be about the right distance, I hope. And then go up into your shoulder stand. So go through all the checkpoints that you do. So feet are flat on the floor, press down with your forearms, get your shoulder blades down your back. Stretch your fingers towards your feet and they stay there, they don't move. Those arms and shoulders, they're in the correct position. Bend your knees onto your chest and then you can take your feet over your head and touch the wall. So once you're there, support your back, or rather interlace your fingers, jiggle a bit. I need to get higher on my shoulders. And then you can start to walk your feet down the wall. Stretch your arms away from you. And then support your back, going up into shoulder stand. And once you're there, breathe. So think of the hips drawing towards each other, so squeeze the legs towards each other. Keep the left leg where it is. Take the right leg over your head. right leg back, take the left one down. Raise the left leg up. Then take both legs down to the floor. Halasana. Stretch your arms away. Keep walking your heels away. Support your back, bend your knees onto your chest, and then take your hands to the floor. Start to come down one vertebra at a time. Stretch your legs up into the air. Then you can lower your legs bent or straight all the way to the floor. If you're balanced on books, come off the book so you're flat on the floor now. If you're on the wall, roll to the side. So join us on the floor. And then Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. And matching your toes. Press the heels against each other. And then you can take your arms over your head if you'd like to. So stretching out. You can rest them on your abdomen or cactus arms. And cactus arms seems quite nice after all the work we've been doing on our shoulders. Tuck your chin slightly towards your chest. And each time you breathe out, see if you can let go. So relax the grip on your feet, groins at the tops of your legs. Your fingers, your face. Supta Baddha Konasana re-establishes the natural curves of your spine. So be conscious of your back. Be aware of your sacrum on the floor. If you're not sure where it is, if you rock your knees up and down from the floor, side to side, that's where it is. Aware of where your upper back is touching the floor. So with cactus arms, you're getting much more of the upper back to be on the floor, and your sternum lifts better with cactus arms. So you've got a nice natural curve to the waist. So if you can draw back that area just above the pubic bone, between the pubic bone and the navel. See if you can draw it back while you're in this pose. Draw up the perineum. Send the breath up into your ribs. Take your arms over your head or in cactus arms. Bring them gently and carefully back down by your side. Then bring your knees together. Stretch your legs out along the floor. Raise your arms over your head. Take a big stretch. Stretch from the tips of your fingers to the heels, pushing away. Exhale, brings the arms back down by your side. So then you're going to bend your knees onto your chest, roll over onto your right side, press down with your left hand, got books in the way, help you to sit up. And then to sit back in simple Sukhasana, but change the cross of your legs from the one you did when we first started. Changing the cross of your legs. And just rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Consider your pose, consider the outer edges of your feet. Take the weight into your sitting bones so that the spine lifts and you've balanced your head, your shoulders and your hips. And then you're going to take 3 long, slow, deep, energizing breaths. So feel as though you're drawing up the breath from the base of the spine to the crown of your head, drawing the energy out the earth. So Ujjayi breath if you know how to do it. So inhaling. Feel how the back and spine elongate. And see if you can maintain the height as you let the exhales wash over your front body. Inhaling again. As you exhale, see if you can stop the breath at the solar plexus. Take the energy into the solar plexus for the rest of the day. Last inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands together in front of your chest. Namaste. Hope to see you again tomorrow.